When we decided to move to Massachusetts from Quebec, I sort of had a dream, oh, it'd be so cool if I could build a house. But we had to be within an hour radius of my work, and we could not find land, actually. That was at least that we could afford, and that wasn't in a flood zone, or that wasn't gonna cost $400,000 just to do the site prep. And so we kind of gave up. And it was like, oh, it looks like we have to buy a house.
A lot of the troubles we had in the housing market, we were finding houses that were huge for us. We don't have 5 people in a family and need a 4,500 square foot house. But that's a lot of the things that were on the market. And we felt a lot of pressure when searching for a home to buy something bigger than we actually wanted to buy.
And then due to, again, some other kind of circumstances, it became possible to build. We ended up finding land in one of our favorite areas, which was, incredibly exciting. I had learned quite a bit about panelized systems and passive homes, and it just all made so much more sense. Having the shell be put together in a week is really incomparable to just what would happen with a traditional stick build. We were interested in a company that has been doing this for a while, so that they kind of have the kinks worked out. Were they able to give us a sort of precise estimate for the shell as people who are working within a budget? Bensonwood has open houses, and we went to one of them. That one had been at least over a decade old, and it just still felt very solid and new.
Really valued being able to actually look at them and see what the quality was and get a much better understanding than just looking at a website.
And then they also helped arrange a visit with a couple who had built a Varm gavel in Somerville, Massachusetts, and we were living in Cambridge. We were interested in the Varm, but we weren't sure which one, and we were going back and forth. And so we were able to visit, and we really liked the model, especially because of the wooden beam that was in the living area, and that kind of helped us decide on a model.
It's our first time building a house, and it's complicated. Bensonwood's developed a system, and that system is kind of a reliable and repeatable one, and that brings to the table a reduction in significant number of construction variables. And I think that high-efficiency homes are kind of critical in this age where energy and fossil fuels and everything is a bit precarious and volatile, and optimizing for as much as you can makes a lot of sense. So one of the Varm pieces that was really attractive was we didn't have to go bigger than we wanted to.
And they had different options. You could go from 1,500 to 2,000 to a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
And so we picked something that we felt was maybe slightly more than we needed if we ever have to sell, right? But it's not this huge footprint. Of course, if you want that, you can get it, but you could really control for that.
Yeah.
The other thing I liked is it has a combination of sort of traditional and modern at the same time. The outside looks a little bit more like a traditional home that you might see in New England, but the inside has this more minimalist style. I really like the cement floors. Again, the wood trims and the windows. It's just this really nice aesthetic.
Yeah, Varm has a nice, clean and modern look, but not so modern it's out there. It fits a nice niche, I think. Working with Bensonwood has been surprisingly easier than we expected. Everything's kind of just come together in a really smooth way. We'll stop living like nomads in an itinerant couch surfing lifestyle and have actual place that we live, and be probably going to the beach on the weekend and growing flowers. And I would say starting actually living what we've put on pause for a long time.